What's good, YouTube? It's your boy JusticeXFalls. We back at it again with another video, and today we are looking at Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League, Suicide Squad Insider 1 story and gameplay. Now they're starting to drop these dev diaries and things of that nature, and we're going to take a look at them. I think there's 2 of them out. I'm not sure. I'll double check, but we're going to watch the first one right now. So without further ado, let's get to the video.
Where are we going? And who are we killing?
Huh? Talk to him, Harley. Talk to him.
I'm Darius Sadigian, studio director at Rocksteady Studios.
Okay, let's get it.
My name is Axel Ribby, and I'm the game director here.
Eyes up, people. Let's go.
At Rocksteady, storytelling and character depth are the core DNA of our game. These are not features, but Rocksteady fundamentals. With Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League, we wanted to tell a new story. We wanted to expand the Arkhamverse.
Look at those character models. Okay, and this is officially a part of the Arkhamverse. I thought this was going to be like a spinoff, but this is a part of the Arkhamverse. I was never sure, like looking at the videos, if it was a part of the Arkhamverse or not, but he just confirmed it there.
Coming from Batman, where it was just from his perspective, just from his lens. Now getting to see the world through the villain's eyes was really the hook for us.
Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League is a third-person action shooter that can be played solo or with your friends.
It's a story-driven game that highlights Rocksteady's experience in bringing characters to life. As a Suicide Squad, you'll be forced to take on an absolute impossible mission. You must kill the Justice League.
We want the mechanics of the game to really reflect the personalities of the squad.
I'm always first on the trigger.
We want their moves to be flamboyant, exaggerated, chaotic.
Let's make like cheap chewing gum and not stick around.
Now, our 4 members of Task Force X find themselves inside Metropolis.
I like how Harley like borrows stuff from the Bat family, because she's like gotten like cool with them over the years. Like, because if you know the story, like a lot of the comic books and a lot of the shows too, like sometimes Harley she does good, like she's a part of the good guys, like, and she's gotten cool with a lot of the Bat family, like Barbara, Dick, Bruce, you know, so Alfred. So she sometimes borrows some equipment. I see she had the Bat glider, the one that Nightwing was using in the other game, Gotham Knights.
Twice the size of Gotham City in Arkham Knight. It's big, it's loud, it's a battlefield. It's a place built for verticality, mobility, the unique fusion of enhanced traversal, gunplay, and melee weapons, creating a supervillain empowerment that we think is a totally original gameplay experience. There was just an opportunity there to expand into co-op and have this dynamic world where friends can come together to share an experience. Or players can go solo, switching character members between missions while savoring each and every story twist.
Do you feel it? The swell of pride for what we have accomplished together.
We want to welcome you all to the first episode of our new series, Suicide Squad Insider, where we will provide a deeper look into Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League.
Over the next few months, we'll be unpacking the game, answering your questions, and sharing a few surprises as we move closer to our launch on February 2nd. We'll also cover how Rocksteady will continue to support the game and its players post-launch with a huge amount of free content.
On this episode, you're going to hear from different members of the Rocksteady team as we explore more of the game.
See, I don't get that. Like, if you're going to put the content out and you plan to make it free anyway, just drop the whole load on us. Drop everything. And that'll expand us out. That'll extrapolate us out further into the future. But I get why they do it from a business standpoint. You know, there's pressure from the developers. You got to drop at a certain time. And then you want to give people enough time to play the base game and get bored with the base game and be salivating for more. You want them chomping at the bit. You want them salivating for more before you drop new content. But it's like, I don't know, that shit getting old, bro. If it's stuff that you've made during the development stage and not I have a bright new idea, let's drop this. Just drop that motherfucker. Drop it, man. Goddamn.
Story, the world of Metropolis, and the core gameplay experience.
The Suicide Squad. A fitting moniker.
Let's jump into it.
Normally, when you make a game in a superhero universe, the protagonist is the best person for the job. The squad are definitely not the best people for this job. They're the only people available.
Hey, Suicide Squad! Fuck you!
And so it gives the narrative and the gameplay a kind of frantic, slightly panicked feeling where they are trying to figure this out as they go. The Arkham games weren't gritty because Rocksteady makes gritty, dark games. They were that way because that's what suits a Batman story.
Every game we approach that with a similar mindset of just like, how do we enhance that experience? How do we excite players in new ways?
Yeah, new criminal record!
For the studio to try.
I will say, from the last time I've seen gameplay, they've improved the graphics. A lot since the last gameplay I saw. I think the last video we did was a few months ago. And one thing I will say, it's looking good. Now, so far it's kind of giving Marvel Avengers, which that game kind of flopped. I was like very big on that game and very hyped for that game. Then I finally got to it, and I got bored after a while. So I wonder what this game is going to do to keep the interest of its players.
Try something new and stretch our legs. A shooter first with the high, powerful traversal elements was coming out of our comfort zone somewhat, but we wanted to see what we could do to put an Arkham spin on the action shooter space.
Now get your damn gun out!
In true Rocksteady style, the cinematics are kind of the heart of our story. It's the most cinematics that we've ever done, and every one of them is crafted to perfection.
We're not just trying to do what we did before. We're making something which fits the source material that we think will make for an interesting story, but will feel different.
To introduce you to our story, let's jump into an early part of the game. Amanda Waller, the director of the government agency Argus, sends the team behind enemy lines into Metropolis.
Harley Quinn, should you not be more cautious?
She ain't wired that way.
Oh, Deadshot.
Hidden in an underground train station, the team finds a secret elevator.
Until we figure out where the hell we are, let's play along with Waller.
Oh, is this a superhero museum? Hate superheroes. And museums.
I've seen it on TV. It's the Hall of Justice.
So let's rob the place.
Idiot.
Through these doors lies the inner sanctum of
She is not that tall.
Sounds very
He's
grand,
not-
doesn't it? And it is.
She's
They
a
need
dame
his
who
Green
can
Lantern.
almost make me listen to a boring PSA.
Don't touch anything that's gonna set off an alarm. I ain't fighting any supers for you.
I have read much about the Justice League, and still, they are larger than I expected.
Those holograms aren't actual size.
Yeah, like, come on.
It's so true to the characters that they're in Hall of Justice, and the first thing they think is, what can we steal?
Yup, look at Harley stealing.
Hey, man, watch the
Ah, shit!
glass.
I'm okay.
What the hell you got there?
Thought this baby was a myth. Speed Force Gauntlet. Back when Doc Savannah tried to lift Flash's gimmick.
Miss you, Red.
Yep. Her and Ivy was, locked in. Grappling hook. You know she gonna take that. In the bat wing.
Baby! You found the Riddler's hat of invisibility!
Where'd the shark go?
Children.
Ooh, nothing says international assassin like a
Gizmo's
freaking
jetpack.
jetpack.
Gizmo's jetpack.
Shit.
Huh?
I'd break my damn neck.
You're probably right. Jetpacks seem more like a Deathstroke thing anyway.
She said that on purpose.
Mine.
That, hat's not gonna get you vertical, Shark.
So what I don't get in this story in particular, is okay, I know they're being controlled. They have like bombs inside their head or some other bullshit that Waller came up with. But like, why not let them leave with their gear? Like, you let them leave with a limited amount of gear. Like, give them their full set of gear so they can do their fucking job. Why do they have to go to this museum and steal stuff from other villains and superheroes?
I can make my own way up.
Well, tickle me stupid. Sharks can fly.
All right. New toys, loaded guns. Let's get up on that roof and get our freedom back.
Also, my question is, can you freely switch between each character? Or are you assigned to a certain character for a certain mission? Because you got 4 characters to choose from. So far, it looks like they're like arbitrarily just assigning a character to you for you to use.
These iconic characters who don't typically traverse the way they do in our game. But that's the beauty of our storytelling. We've managed to take these unique abilities and make that an extension of their personalities.
Our power is undeniable!
We loved working with Gotham and making that a world for players to experience, and we wanted to do that with a new location.
Brainiac out there wilding.
Good to get out of that place. Hey.
We felt that Metropolis was the natural next step to extend that. And what better way to introduce it than through an invasion from Brainiac with no Justice League to save them?
Wicked.
Just checking. We're all seeing that thing, right?
The entire game is about fighting behind enemy lines.
Oi, Wally! What the hell have you sent us into? It's a bloody war zone out here. There's a giant skull in the sky.
Congratulations, Task Force X. You're the first assets to make it into Metropolis alive. We're sending a signal transponder to your location.
So you're essentially in Brainiac's backyard.
Your orders are to activate that transponder.
What the hell are those things?
And there's no civilians left. Brainiac's killed them or made them into soldiers to do his bidding. And through this corruption, the people of Metropolis have become extensions of Brainiac.
And then why are these 4 in particular the only people left to help out? I know the Justice League gets corrupted by Brainiac. He just explained that all civilians are dead. Why is it that only these 4 are available? You have there's so many people in Argus in that jail that they could have sent out there. Like, Suicide Squad is like a conglomerate. Like, there's multiple teams. This is like the main squad, but like there's mad other characters they could introduce. Maybe I'm just being a little bit too nitpicky because I'm a advanced DC fan. Like, I know comic book stuff, I know movie stuff. So I don't know. Maybe I'm just doing too much right now. Maybe I'm expecting too much right now. Maybe they will add other members to help them out. Maybe there will be some sort of plot twist at the end. But so far it's looking like, why is it like this? Like, why like, you know what I mean? When you look in the mirror, why are you like this? Like, that's how it is, like, right now for me.
Hey guys! Thinking I shouldn't ate that extra tappy-pi for my lunch?
What the player knows from our title and what the Suicide Squad is about to find out is that here, the Justice League are the bad guys. They've been corrupted by Brainiac, and over the course of the game, your mission will be to kill them.
Green Lantern, nice. Hey, your face always looks so... What?
Harley doesn't have any innate superpowers, so to go up against these beings that have incredible strength, it's a challenge.
I'm in the middle of a recon for Brainiac. Let's walk and talk. You're talking about, you know, the all-star team of superheroes.
Hey, my son Samoa Joe's playing King Shark. I didn't even know that. Let's fucking go. Shout out to my nigga Samoa Joe, man. He's gonna be a star. He's gonna be one of the next ones to come out of wrestling and jump into acting. He plays the body. He's the body actor for Sweet Tooth in the Twisted Metal series. If you don't know, Samoa Joe is a professional wrestler. He's been wrestling since like 2002. So, but I feel like he's always had like this media talent in him. Like he's a great speaker. Like he has that. He has like the look of somebody that should be like on screen or like doing color commentary. Like he's a media guy. Like I'm glad he's getting his roles.
Pay attention, Floyd.
Let me go! Please! Get it off! Get it off!
Looks bad, feels worse. But once you've been enhanced, there's no going back. Outstanding. When you face off against the most iconic characters in all of superherodom and the Justice League, it's by many people's definition an impossible task. You're searching for stragglers, augmenting Brainiac's army. The Shark gets it.
Damn, my volume was up on my monitors, like my speaker monitors. So if I've been echoing, my fault, y'all.
The stakes that Rocksteady sets, the challenges they heap upon you as a player.
Time to rally up with Brainiac. Ready to make the leap?
You know immediately, like, this is the tallest task I will ever take on in a video game.
Flash! Brainiac wondered how you got off the ship.
Speedster secret. The League doesn't leave anyone behind. Let's make you right, buddy.
You know, that's just what I was gonna say.
You're gonna be fighting the Justice League.
Why are they scrapping?
There's nothing more high stakes than the boss battles we have in this game.
These are gods like Green Lantern.
That like this is gonna be like the peak of the game, and that's why I'm gonna buy the game, even though it's kind of looking like with with the battle pass and all that bullshit, like, and it's kind of looking is very much giving like Marvel Avengers. I'm banking on the boss fights because I know these fights are gonna be what they focus the most on because it's called Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. So you have to kill these brainwashed versions of our favorite heroes. So you got Batman, you got Flash, you got Green Lantern, and you got Wonder Woman. So I don't know if it's going to be more than that. And then you got to take out Brainiac. You got to somehow take out Brainiac. You either got to knock them out of their senses so they can help you, and then eventually you got to take on Brainiac. So that's 5 boss battles, and that shit gonna go crazy. I know it's gonna go crazy. So I'm waiting on that.
Batman, Superman, The Flash.
So, what's the plan?
And Superman. So Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, Flash, Green Lantern, Brainiac. That's 6 villains that you got to fight. 6 major boss fights.
At that point, the game really opens up. We start to see players look at their weaponry and really ask the question of, like, how am I going to kill the Justice League?
Yeah, looking forward to killing the Justice League and all, but, well, you know, these guns are a bit shit. No offense.
Then head northwest. That's the last known of a Gotham arms dealer who's dug into Metropolis. Oswald Cobblepot.
Uh-huh. Penguin.
You want to last more than 10 seconds against the League? Cobblepot's been running anti-meta weapons for years. I want him recruited and brought back to the Hall of Justice.
Oh, I'm gonna recruit the shit out of him.
Since Batman Arkham Knight, the Penguin is no longer confined to Gotham City. He's made a name for himself in Metropolis as the authority on anti-meta human weapons. Now, Waller wants the squad to recruit him for Argus.
I see you've already stolen traversal equipment. You'll need it to stay off the streets. Setting a new recon point. go.
At the heart of each character's
She's
playstyle
grappled
is
onto
their
nothing.
traversal. Traversal gives the player total freedom. Every character has their own way of getting around that determines how the player moves through this world.
Don't like to boast, but how great was I?
Controlling a superhero character is fundamentally it's a power fantasy for all players. We wanted movement through the city to be fun. Just existing and moving around in Metropolis is a good time.
Metropolis is quite a normal city. Well, as normal as a city can be in this universe.
We spent a lot of time trying to get that art direction correct, trying to get the feel for it correct. You get to see all the kind of DC lore that builds this space.
Let me do the talking with Penguin, okay?
Not just a building, it's a daily planet. You know, there's a lot we can inject into the city that makes it more than just a city.
Penguin is not truly a penguin.
So everybody kind of has their own mode of traversal. I know some people said that like, it's every character plays the same, every character moves the same. But I mean, how can you look at this and say that? Like, I don't know. People, I feel like a lot of creators, like, they give into the notion of how society is today, where it's like it's cool to just give in to negativity. Like, it's cool to like hate on shit. But me, I flip that shit on its head. I'm the type where I choose to be positive about everything, and if I'm disappointed, then oh well. Because some people choose to be negative about everything, and then when they're proven wrong, they're silent. Feel me?
Yeah, mate. And I'm not a boomerang.
It is known for its size, its scale. Anything from the DC lore, you look at Metropolis as the city of tomorrow.
When did Penguin get out anyway?
Out. He was barely in. Money talks, creeps walk, you know?
I hear that.
It's just a great way for players to experience Metropolis in a new way.
G'day, Pengo. Remember me?
No. Ain't this a right rogues gallery? Who's the big bleeder? Think his cousin used to work for me.
Ooh, which one?
Busted him out of a circus. We're getting the hell out of the city before Argus finds us. You in?
But we are working for Argus.
You bloody what? Real slick, Shark. Good talk. Nice catching up. Give my regards to the locals.
Now you gotta just break into his shit.
Traversal is at the very core of our game. You will need to be on the move and master each character's movements if you want to succeed. Harley's grapple is made to let her take advantage of the environment to quickly get out of troublesome situations. Or she can use it to quickly close the distance to introduce them to her baseball bat.
Okay, I get it. The Batwing follows her around, and she can grapple anywhere because the Batwing is following her around. Okay, so that makes sense. So she didn't grapple on to nothing earlier. Okay, I can admit when I'm wrong. Some of you can't though, because I've seen people like, oh, she's grappling onto nothing, and like in the last gameplay video, like she has the Batwing, she grapples onto the Batwing that automatically follows her around. Y'all some dickheads.
Swinging from the bat drone lets her circumvent the trooper's shields and flank them. It can also let her catapult herself into the air to shoot the corrupted from above. Now that you've seen some of Harley's combat in this scene, let's explore the rest of the squad's unique playstyles in other encounters. Captain Boomerang uses a mix between sniper rifles, SMGs, and shotguns.
What's cracking?
Each character has an iconic melee attack that can be used to create what we call juggle kills, and also break enemies' shields.
It looks like Fortnite
Killing
low-key.
an enemy with a melee attack means they take guaranteed critical hits from all guns for a short period after. Shoot enemies in their legs, and then close the distance to do a shield harvesting strike to get some shield back.
Look like Fortnite low-key.
Let's shift focus to King Shark.
Cause to celebrate!
King Shark is literally death from above, which he gladly shows with his Atlantean drop attack. He's the character that can take the most punishment. Heavy weapons, assault rifles and shotguns, and his trusted cleavers, sickles, and combat knives for some brawling action. For the bigger enemies, each character gets a super powerful single target attack, the Suicide Strike. This one-shots any enemy hit, but it takes longer to recharge, so it's important to use it tactically. Finally, Deadshot.
See, you're low caliber, and I'm high caliber.
His traversal is made to let him create his own vantage points. This works great with his weapon loadout of sniper rifles, assault rifles, and pistols. For more up-close action, Deadshot relies on his iconic wrist cannons. One thing we really wanted to bring into this game was a reimagined version of the Arkham counter system, and mix that with our traversal and shooter gameplay. Okay. Introducing Counter Shot. Each enemy has a different reaction to the counter shot. Some will be stunned, some will take damage, some will be interrupted and then get really annoyed. Now let's take a look at Harley absolutely demolish Brainiac's forces with all these tools.
You go crazy. Oh.
My shell's all knock 'em dead material.
Go ahead, Harley. Talk to them. Talk to him.
Oswald Cobblepot, my man. Do we have a job for you? Tell him, Quinn.
You're making guns for us now, Bird Brain.
Thanks for joining us for episode 1 of Suicide
Squad
Insider.
Cool.
What? I already started, so I followed through.
In the months leading up to our launch from February 2nd, 2024, we're looking forward to sharing more details and insights about Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. In our next episode, we'll be deep diving into more gameplay, combat mechanics, and how to take the fight to the enemy in your own unique style.
I want to tell you what happens next. Let's call it a sneak preview.
Uh-oh.
We really want players to feel like they explored all these characters that we bring to life in this DC universe.
Look at Lex.
To enjoy this.
We knew about Lex though.
Very powerful.
We knew about Lex because he was in one of the trailers, and then we saw a trailer with Batman in it too. So that answered my questions from earlier, like what other people have survived this apocalypse and is gonna help these guys out. So we're gonna get some help from Lex Luthor.
And through the story, you're learning how to use their skills and become powerful.
We really wanted to deep dive into the RPG system.
You have your enhanced traversal, you have gunplay, you have weapons, there are upgrades and unique talents. And all of that stuff fusing together to create this kind of unique experience.
Together, we are unstoppable. Join me.
Are you kidding?
Too soon.
Okay, February 2nd. If you pre-order, you get the classic uniforms. I'm not really feeling these. I'll probably just buy Harleys because I like the classic Harley suit. Because this is the Harley I grew up with, watching the Batman animated series and reading comic books. Like, this is the Harley I grew up with. Yeah, so, yeah. That's looking dope. Like I said, the graphics are drastically improved. I don't know. Some people are saying it looks ashy. I don't know what monitor y'all viewing this shit on, but it don't look ashy to me. It looks like at the very least, lowballing it is it's at least like PS4 Pro level, like lowballing it. But I feel like this is definitely, like, from the detail of the character animations, the color palette, like how the animations and shit pop in, I think it's very much a PS5, Xbox Series X, high-end PC worthy type of game graphically. Now, as far as the gameplay, people say the traversal looks similar. I feel like the traversal is different enough to where you won't get bored with it, switching between the characters. Now, one thing I will say looks similar is the shooting. And, like, you're just using different guns and stuff. And then up close, it looks like you have different finishers, obviously, because the finisher fits the personality of the character. And, yeah, so I feel like the characters play different enough so you probably won't get bored. I know I said earlier that it's giving, like, Marvel Avengers. But we'll see. Like, I'm not going to bash on the game too hard before I even got a chance to play it. Like, unless people, like, putting videos out talking about, this is gonna be trash, like, this game is trash, bro. Like, you haven't even You haven't even played it. You haven't even seen it in front of you. You've only seen it in videos. Like, the fuck are you talking about? I don't know. That's why I do videos, so I can talk my shit. Cause I'll be tired of watching like creators bash games they never played. So yeah. So y'all let me know what y'all think though. So y'all already know the vibes. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. It's your boy JusticeXFalls, and we out. One.